Hello, everybody, and welcome to a really special stream, everybody. As I'm really honored to be joined by EUGEN Grandstrateger today, as aka Alexis, who is coming on over here as the boss himself, and we're gonna play a bit of Army General and talk a bit about the development of Warno. And yeah, we have and push-ups redeemed immediately by Toucan here. Okay, we gotta do that whilst we're launching in. So, Alexis, how many times have you played these campaigns over the last couple of years, and how many nightmares do you have from the development?
I've played a lot. I think we started working on the new module of Army General, something like maybe one year and a half ago. A lot of work, because we wanted to have something that was different in terms of, pace, how you move the battalions and all stuff like this. So we had to recreate a lot of elements. And so how many times? I don't know, maybe hundreds for, hundreds times any mission, something like this.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna play one of the coolest campaigns. We're gonna play the Airborne Assault campaign here a bit. And yeah, guys, in the chat, if you feel free to ask questions as well. If you have any good questions, we might answer them as well. And yeah, we'll now jump in here into the action against the Soviet AI trying to stem the tide.
June 20th, 1989. Late at night, with the specter of war looming.
Yes, I see this, the Soundbug. This is something that we will fix very soon. Unfortunately, it won't be fixed for the release due to some. We want to prefer to secure the release on the 23rd, and but this bug is going to be resolved
Soviet and East German special forces have
very quickly, and we are absolutely aware of it. And sorry for the inconvenience it brings.
30 kilometers from Kassel and Göttingen.
Yeah, okay, that's great to hear.
The Pact's opening shot was this daring airborne assault deep behind our lines. With only limited NATO forces available,
the launch version outside of that went over a lot of improvements over the last couple of days, so it's gonna be quite nice.
Herr General, es ist klar, dass der Fakt, wenn wir Kassel verlieren, wird der Warschauer Pakt mit Sicherheit in Richtung
gonna be mostly focused on single player, right? Like the improvements, the focus with launch was to have the single player, all of that ready, and then we can focus on other things like editor and so on after launch again, or what was the focus and the thought process there over the last couple of weeks over at EUGEN?
We've done some, balancing, tweakings, also correcting all bugs that we can, that we found, and things like this. And it's always, the process is always long because the game is kind of big, and when you create a version, you have so many things to test, so many things to. Sometimes there is something that was working and then it breaks, or you add something and correct something, and there is another bug that is right in the corner. So. It's like building up a version that is a good one, that doesn't require like so many hot fixes is a very hard task. But and it's very stressing. So we've been spending a lot of time doing this.
Yeah. We come to the campaign. Our focus here in this campaign is to hold the Soviet advance and try to hold Kassel, but they also have in our rear here some airborne units, which there will be more dropping in. We will get some panzers later, but the question is, how shall we approach this here at first? Shall we try to fall back with the frontline units? Shall we try to hold where they are? How do you usually approach this? What would be the meta play here?
I think, well, we need to hold castle. We don't have the force we have isn't strong enough to contain the Warsaw Pact army. So a good thing is to fall back a little bit, concentrate force on Cassel, wait for the fixed unit to be ready, the one that are on the left, so more on the west, and also on Göttingen. It's good to well, the idea is not to sacrifice and let the unit alone, or so. Yeah, folding is good, but we can. There are different ways.
Okay, so I would say we fall back a slight bit, but don't give them all the space here. But and fall back so that our 2 units up there can still support each other if they get attacked. The question is, do we try to advance onto the airborne units already? Shall we try to crush them now, or shall we use the panzers when they arrive to do that?
I think using the panzers would be good. Also, we should protect the anti-air battalion, the Flugabwehr Regiment 300. This one, yes. Try not to let him be destroyed.
Yeah, they are pretty important. So if we move them a bit forward, their umbrella might also cover a bit further. We have more anti-air here. We don't have any in the south, we don't have any in the north. Trying to get them all under the umbrella, I guess, would be maybe an idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Adler asking about the ranked season. There is a new season planned, a new reset planned for full launch, right?
Yes, absolutely. And also what there are new, we've made some nice polish pass on the maps, especially on the ranked ones. So some new maps will come to the pool, and no, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be good. And we tried to balance the map the best we can. Yes, absolutely.
There also will be a couple upgrades to the map editor, right? With launch, it won't be quite fully functional with update to the workshop yet, but it will be so that you can test them out on your own at least, right?
Yes. Well, what we need to have in mind, well, this is our mind regarding the map editor, but also the scenario editor. With Warno, we want to continue the support on the game. There are a lot of things that are coming around. I think, well, early access was the beginning, and then the release like in the next days, and then for, I hope, a very long time, we'll have new things on Warno, and like upgrading things, adding features that are lacking at the moment, adding more unit, more maps, more division, and so on. So yes, regarding the map editor, it's gonna be I don't know when it's gonna be fully ready for everyone to create maps and share maps, but this is really something that we would like for Warno first, and then on our next games to be able to provide the community with this kind of tools to help the community creating whatever they want with the game.
Yeah, to answer Toxic Blaster Revealed question there is already a functionality in the map editor that you can work on the Army General maps, so it is on the planned list there as well. But the Army General editor obviously also no time for launch there, I guess, on the horizon yet.
Well, I think the map editor for Army General will come after the map editor for the tactical game, because it's the sequence into which we develop the map editor right now. But yeah, at some point it will be available too. And yes, importing 3D models and stuff like this, and being able to create any unit in the game is part of the overall plan. But again, it's a step-by-step process.
Ooh, I never saw that VKK unit there completely up north. Where shall we move that? The one at Bodenfeld? Shall we try to link up with the units at Göttingen, or shall we try to contain the airborne forces with that one?
I think we should contain the airborne forces, because these units are not strong enough to do a lot of things. Could be good in defense, but that's all.
Yeah, that's where their point values are at. The auto resolve feature in Warno also a massive improvement over the Skill Division 2 one. Did you base it on any like a rule set that you have seen, or have you created it fully on your own? Like, what was the research process there for the rule set system?
In fact, the main element we wanted to bring in this Armée Générale for Warno was, I would say, the overall pacing of how you move the battalions on the map, how you compose the battle. What I was searching is a way to have something that was, the fun of the game, I believe, is to understand very quickly at the first glance where are your forces, what are your main assets on the map. It has to be very simple. There was one question in the chat about which wargame I played in the past. When I was young, I used to play I used to play wargames, but I always thought they were very difficult to play, because usually it's very hard to understand what are the good battalions that you have to play with, which are the one that you have to fear. And so when you play Armée Générale in Wano, I think it's easy to understand just by watching the numbers, of the attack and defense power that any unit has, to directly see, oh, this one is good, this one is weak. This also, what we wanted to avoid is to have a lot of battalions, but most of them are really boring to play with. And how can you make even a very small battalion interesting to use? For instance, the VKK or the engineer battalion and all stuff like this, or artillery unit, as they can be added to the battle and brings you more command points during the tactical fight. Even if they are not very powerful, they bring some support that is useful, and this was something that was difficult to create. Now I hope people like it and see it like this is the way you play is streamlined you can focus on your battalion, think about the main plan and stuff like this, move your battalion, everything is smooth. But it was difficult to build that up.
Yeah, to figure out the balance, and by making it so that the numbers align decently to the power that they would have in normal battles, and that you don't have too strong or too weak the number on some units. Yeah, I think it also works out quite nicely with those big numbers. Like, I remember in Highway 66, when I first saw the 3 Soviet TADU formations coming at me, and they all having 24 attack value, I was like, oh, damn, that's gonna be tough. And yeah, it was. Like, dealing with 3 big formations of TADUs and UDs is... yeah, it fits the 24 or 23 that they have in attack value, which is really cool. Like, that the system is relatively simple, but also functional. And like, and remember in Steel Division 2, there was a lot of numbers flying around, and they all were based on details and so on, but it was hard to understand what did exactly happen in each phase and why you lost or why you won. And here it's, yeah, your number is a bit bigger, and then you maybe get a bonus or a negative for having a combined arms or lacking combined arms, and then you maybe are a bit lucky, and the number is clear and easy to understand. Really good system in my eyes.
Thank you. And also the thing is, regarding all the battalions and the order of battle, it's a lot of work to put all things all together.
Yeah, I would say we are in an okay position here, so I just ended the turn there to see what the Warsaw Pact is doing. Ooh, there come the more VDV formations. And they immediately try to shoot for Göttingen in there. the gold edition information, I guess we will get more information there in the dev blog tomorrow regarding upgrades and all of that.
Yes, and regarding the matchmaking, this is really something that we are looking into. We want to do it, the right way. And like I was saying, and just before, we are going to improve the functionality that we have with the game, like matchmaking or things like
Wir haben
this.
Verstärkung erhalten. Sie warten auf Ihre Befehle.
I would say that a new
Weitere feindliche Luftlandetruppen wurden den Flughafen herum aufgestellt. Wir müssen sie schnell ausschalten.
With the release. So what we need to figure out is what are the priorities, what could be the best things to do for for the community, what they really like the most, and we'll work on it.
And I guess the plan internally, if everything goes well, also goes further than the DLCs now announced. It's just that those are the ones that you have like actively planned by now. But if possible, Wano might have more support than just those 4 DLCs, right?
Yes. We plan to make I would say the Wano platform very big.
Okay.
As long as they are, the community likes, having new unit to play with, new scenario, new army general campaigns, all the stuff that we can provide in terms of content. Of course, we'll be absolutely delighted to create and to propose for the player this content. This is really something we think it's a nice way to it's really something that is aiming the core community. If you like the game, if you like and you want to have more content, then we'll provide more content for the game.
that sounds promising. I guess Steel Division 2 is a good game to look at for what you are able to do long term, where we now have over 100 divisions. Somebody would have told me that at the beginning, I wouldn't have believed it either. Shall we try to do a counterattack here somewhere, or continue falling back for now?
No, maybe we should. If we can find some battalions that we think are weak,
I think the question is, like, I think the ones at Göttingen we could beat, but because they can't support each other anymore. But at the same time, we can't maneuver after we attack there anymore, so
yeah, but
we would be stuck there.
Those two battalions, the 231, they are all stuffed with T-80s, so they're pretty strong. Probably the AIA will join the helicopters, so it's going to be a tough fight if we attack.
Okay, so you say we should try to fall back towards Kassel for now?
Yes, or maybe keep this force for like a later counterattack. I don't know, but at the start we don't know also what units are behind this.
Yeah.
So maybe there are more. I think it's dangerous.
Okay. Yeah, there is a question regarding fortifications, if they are planned at the moment for Army General or breakthrough mode like Steel Division 2. I guess not, right? Because the idea of mobile warfare is pretty entrenched in Warno, and
well, at this when we made Army General, we're more thinking of the overall pace of the game rather than being too much feature creep like defenses. But this is really something that can be added in the future. But I think also with Modern Warfare, it doesn't work the same way as in Steel Division 2, where or World War II, where units were very much more entrenched. So there are still pro and cons regarding this.
Yeah, I would say we put ourselves in front of the bulge here at Göttingen so that they can't cut us off and we don't end up behind their lines, but they also don't get the road for free. Once we can assist each other. And yeah, that sounds reasonable to me as well. Like, I feel like fortifications would work well if we would have something like the frontline modus, but without frontlines it would also not be quite as well functioning as it does in Steel Division 2. Plus, the AI always struggled with it in Steel Division 2, which is one of my biggest weaknesses there. Oh yeah, Tolly's asked, will the future Army Generals be at the same timeline, or will they just be like parallel, or will they move on forward? I guess the Northlac and Southlac DLC will be parallel timelines. What happens at the same time in the north and in the south?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, the idea is to cover the three. We are thinking about three fronts: North SAG and South SAG. Because this is a NATO point of view, of course, because the fronts were not named this way on the Warsaw Pact side. But the idea is to bring the entire scenario available. But this is for this fictive or uchronical World War III.
Okay, in this in general we have the air superiority, right? Like, that's our big advantage, if I remember correctly, that we have way more air units than Pact, but they have way more ground units than we do. Do I remember that correctly?
Yeah. I think, basically, no, we have in terms of air, we are good.
Exactly, like, yeah, we have a lot of air, and they have less air than we do, but they have all the tanks and the airborne units, so we need to beat them, need to bomb them heavily. Would you move anything else? I would say I would end it here and let them attack us.
Yeah. Maybe we'll try...
By the way, what is your favorite unit in Warno?
in tactics, you mean?
Yeah, and tactics, or just like the favorite model, like the one that you find the coolest out of the Cold War tanks, airplanes.
I'm more a tank player, so I like to play with tanks. I would say the bigger the tank, the more I like them. So I mostly play on the NATO side, so I will go for the Abrams or the Leopard 2. Well, the biggest one. These are the one that I prefer.
Yeah. So, which one is it, Leo or Abrams? As a German, I have to know.
I think I prefer the Leo 2.
Nice. We are behind their air umbrella, so we should bring seaplanes here, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, there won't be any aircraft.
And then helicopters, or shall we bring the recon battalion? They have a decent amount of tanks there.
I think we should go for the helicopters. Let me check. Yes, helicopters.
And then, shall we fight this one? Or shall we auto-resolve here? I think it's a decent one to fight.
Yeah,
and then we auto-resolve later to show people how auto-resolve functions. And yeah, because Seed is obviously dealing with air defenses, our seaplanes get through the enemy air umbrella here and also lock them down, so future in this turn, future air movement in this area will be available, which is a really cool mechanic. Like, I first didn't quite understand. I'm not quite sure if it's... I think it's explained in the tutorial, but I'm a lazy person, so I didn't play the tutorials. But yeah, Seed works quite nice here. And then the question is, what do you want to play?
Well, we can do... we can mix whatever we want, and we have tons of battalions. So I would say I can go for let me see. Can I have one of your Panzer battalion?
Yeah, and then I take one of the Panzer Grenadiers.
Yeah, maybe take more than one if you want. And we're gonna split the
helicopters and the planes.
Yes. I will put the helicopters in my... what do we have?
Okay. Then split the points. The new tactical map button, by the way, I didn't see that at first, but when I played it on the weekend, I found that, and that's such a nice improvement as well. That you can see what the map will look like, and can also decide if you don't like the map, that you rather auto-resolve. Because I remember that was feedback that was...
Yeah, I think, the idea also is to really play the way you want. If you don't want to do the battle, then just do the auto-resolve and and keep the tactical battle for the one you really prefer.
Ooh, it's ways. I haven't seen that map in a while.
So we're gonna crush the AA.
Hopefully.
Okay. Do you want to go on the left or on the right?
I think I want to be on the left.
Okay. So
A
we'll
bit forward zone, but I'm gonna use some helicopters there to try to secure it. As we are below our AA umbrella and they didn't get any interceptions. Guess the enemy doesn't have any aircraft.
Der Kommandant begrüßt Sie an Bord. An dieser Koordinate absitzen.
I really like that the lighting also now changes dynamically in the campaign depending on which time of the day you're fighting in.
Fahrer, dort müssen wir hin.
Such a small detail, but it's really cool.
Betankt und aufmunitioniert. Fahrer, dort müssen wir hin.
Asian Theater confirmed.
Die Karte nur kurz einordnen. Fahrer, dort müssen wir hin.
Also, Sherman Crab, I don't quite get your question regarding pre-order. I mean, pre-ordering is basically buying the early access. Or do you mean pre-ordering of the gold edition? More information about that most likely tomorrow in the dev blog.
Feuer und Bewegung. Wir können beides.
Recon is the key.
An dieser Koordinate absitzen.
Yeah.
Always.
Ich höre, Herr Hauptmann.
Without recon, you don't see much in this game. Which I think is also the hardest thing to learn for new players.
Der Kommandant begrüßt Sie an Bord.
Especially if you come from other RTS where most units see
An dieser
everything.
Koordinate absitzen.
Like in StarCraft 2 or so, like many units have the same visual range in the classic RTS.
Warten auf neue Befehle,
They can
Kommandant.
just shoot everything, or things are completely invisible for everything. And these vision ranges, like a lot of my casual friends needed time to adapt there, but it's obviously based on real functionality, so it's a cool mechanic there as well. Well, to some extent there is now with the new eye mechanic, I guess, but yeah, you're right there, Big D. So I would be ready.
Yes.
Oh, also, what was the idea behind making the command and control game mode, the base game mode in Army General?
What was the what you said? Sorry.
The new game mode. It's where you have the unit tags. It's now the basic game mode in Army General as well. What was the thought process behind that?
Well, the idea basically is to usually when you play
Betankt und aufmunitioniert.
tactical games, you want to have
Am Ende
you
kommt es
know,
immer
a
auf den
start
Infanteristen und sein Gewehr an.
and an ending of the battles that has some meaning. So
Feuer und Bewegung.
we thought about this Army General where the battles.
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
How would I say this?
Ohne Furcht. Nach vorn.
Whatever you do has a meaning regarding the entire
The entire length of the battle.
It's not, and also to have something that can be very long to play with.
Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
Okay, I'm getting hit pretty hard over here.
Nach vorn.
I have to send my best troop.
That's a lot of T80s coming at us.
Feind gesichtet.
Do we play all the tanks against me?
Yeah, I have 5 over here as well. But I at least destroyed the recon, so they are currently not advancing.
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit.
Try to.
Und noch einen Leichensack. Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen. Wir erwarten Ihre Befehle. Angriffsserie erfolgreich. Alles vernichtet. Ende.
I'm gonna try to use a seed to destroy the enemy air defense so that our helicopters can fly a bit more freely.
Feind gesichtet.
They are pushing very hard on my side. But my
Warten auf neue Befehle, Kommandant. Feuer und Bewegung.
sending some reinforcements.
Yeah, it was a good shot.
An alle Einheiten. Feind gesichtet. Ready to attack, Control. Wen sollen wir mitnehmen? Bewegung, Sie sind hier nicht auf der Fritz Heckert. Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen. Am Ende kommt es immer auf den Infanteristen und sein Gewehr an. Wir brauchen Artillerieunterstützung, verdammt! On my way, Control. LFK geladen. Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen. Bomber ready. Roger. Redeploying. Out. Scheiße, war das knapp. Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört. Jawohl, Herr Kommandant. Feind im Vorfeld. Bereit
Yes, in
machen.
Army General the tax mode is
Und noch
is
einen
5%.
Leichensack. Dran, drauf, drüber.
No, the Shilka did die there. The Shilka died over here, I believe. Yeah, the recon battalion got it. Marder going to attack
Feind
here.
aufgeklärt. Erwarten Befehle. Gebt mir Morphium!
Yeah, the unit tax rate is 5% here. The limit.
Dran, drauf,
Do not make
drüber.
it super spammy in the late game.
There are a lot
that's
of tanks on your side.
Yeah, it's a lot of tanks. I'm trying to get some Leo 1s into position, but I'm not too sure how well they will hold up.
Feind im Nahbereich.
Getting some Jaguar ATGMs next to it, so that hopefully works as a combo.
Gebt mir Morphium! Gebt mir Morphium! Wen sollen wir mitnehmen? Rückwärtsgang einlegen, sofort! Richtschüsse! Auf erkannten Feind! Feuer frei! Neue Aufträge? Ah, es hat mich erwischt! Verdammt, es hat mich erwischt! Waffen klar zum Gefecht, wir rollen!
Ulala.
Achtung! Feind im Nahbereich! Kampfbereitschaft herstellen. Bereit machen zum Nachladen LFK.
It really shows the numbers that Warsaw Pact has in Army General when those first rounds of T80 arrived,
Zug einsatzbereit.
and the sheer mass that Pact would have thrown
Feind vernichtet.
onto NATO in case this war would have ever broken out.
Sunny! Der ist hinüber.
It is in the street, in the
Am
city is
Ende
not a
kommt
good
es
thing.
immer auf den Infanteristen und sein Gewehr an. Jagdpanzer bereit.
Ah, you have some Jaguar. That's a good
Verstanden.
idea.
Aufspüren und vernichten.
Yeah, I tried to get into a position where I can flank them from here.
Good thing.
Because toe to the side is unhealthy, even for
Gute
a
Arbeit,
PLD.
Richtschütze. Rückwärtsmarsch. Und zwar langsam.
We are close to
Mitfahren?
victory. Do you need some support on your side?
I think I'm somewhat fine. I just won't be able to get back into a town, but that is okay. We have the advantages in zone. I can give up the city. I just will hold out on the outskirts.
Jaguar an alle. Funküberprüfung kommt.
I think we should try to win this with morale. We're already pretty far
Knapp
ahead
über
there.
den Baumwipfel. Gute Arbeit, Richtschütze. Wohl, Hauptmann. Auf geht's. Jawohl, Herr Kommandant. Feind aufgeklärt. Erwarten Befehle. Panzer halten. Fahrer, langsam Rückwärtsmarsch. Volltreffer, Ziel zerstört. Panzer halt. Jaguar an alle. Funküberprüfung kommt. Feind im Vorfeld, bereit machen. Rückwärtsmarsch. Und zwar langsam. Der Himmel gehört uns. Wir erwarten Ihre Befehle. Ihr Löwe, stehe im schweren Feuerkampf, Ende. Wir unterstützen aus der Luft. Feind aufgeklärt. Erwarten Befehle. LFK geladen.
The kills over there.
Achtet auf die Abstände, Männer. Ihr Baron, Angriff erfolgreich.
Okay, they're
Ende.
disengaging
Radar
away
war
from me
aktiv.
now.
Bravo 1 hier, Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
Until some, I'm actually not sure.
Dran, drauf.
I think it's normal. Not sure. It
Radio check.
might actually be
Hören
hard.
Sie klar und deutlich.
Not sure. I think it's normal.
Situation is
Falschen
getting
Nahbereich.
Yeah, the rounding works, and then it rounds like at 0.5, I think. Depending on. Ooh. Yeah.
We got a lot of tanks on the side too.
Alles vernichtet.
Yeah.
Ende.
They
Feind gesichtet.
decided to bring the T-80s in mass to try to break through.
Ihr Baron, Angriff erfolgreich. Ende.
Luckily,
Scheiße, war das knapp.
was able to deal with some of the air defenses by now, though, so the helicopters do a good job. And the Jaguar 2s are really, really good.
Feind aufgeklärt. Erwarten Befehle.
In general, since they got their slight frontal armor buff to represent that they are based on the Jagdpanzer, they are so much better. One of the biggest improvements to the West Germans.
E-Mail ist ausgefallen.
4 point
Jawohl,
left
Hauptmann.
in morale.
Ladeschütze. Ummunitionieren im Bereitschaftsbunker.
Oh, or the producer
Go
there.
on, Control. Copy that, Rated Leader.
One seat.
LFK geladen. Lenkschütze. Selbstständig Feuerkampf aufnehmen.
Good.
Scheiße, war das.
Oh no. Okay, there we go.
Victory. Well done.
Yeah.
I think the auto-resolve said we were about to have a minor victory, so we did a little bit better.
Yeah. The fatigue mechanic also a cool thing. How did that come to be? Like, what was the decision process compared to the Steel Division 2 concept, which was functional, but like, why did you change it a bit up to that fatigue point system?
I'm not sure I understand exactly your question. Can you?
There is
say-
now this fatigue system where you, like, we now gain 1 fatigue points and the enemy gets 4 fatigue points with a major victory. due to losing. And in Steel Division 2, when you lost, you were just like your force was immediately hit down. Like, what was the development process behind the fatigue points and the base idea there?
Oh yes, the idea is that is to give a player the opportunity to use to the bones your unit. The fatigue doesn't prevent you from using the unit, but the more you use it, uh, till a specific point is going to be destroyed because it's. And I can't remember the original idea or why we started with this at the beginning. Uh, yeah. Also, the thing is, yeah, we want to be, I would say, accurate in terms of battalions and the datation they have and the overall forces they represent on the battlefield. And in fact, there are some battalions that are absolutely mighty. So we had to deal with something. How can we prevent some battalions to be just indestructible
Yes.
and have something that even if you win, you can't win.
You
With
can't
this.
just steamroll over all the enemies.
Exactly. So the fatigue is something that is about and deal with it.
Yeah, an interesting question by BotBot is how did it came to be, or what was the decision-making process behind not searching for a new publisher after you split part with first Focus and then the Paradox afterwards?
Well, I think the publish yourself the game is in our way of thinking. It's more direct with the community. Usually, when you have a publisher, the publisher will talk to the community, will do a lot of things. A lot of things around the community, and there will be some interference with the community. Being your own publisher means that you create games and you put your games directly to the community. You do whatever you want, and it's not someone else that doesn't know, like your games, that will tell you what to do. So the idea is to be have a greater freedom in doing things. Also, it raises the risk to the maximum because you are alone. But I think we wanted to take that risk. We did it with Steel Division 2. It was the first game we totally self-published. And that's why also with Steel Division 2, we made a lot of, added content, support the game. There were a lot of free contents. I don't know if you remember Steel Division 2 when it went out on the market and when it is now, but the game really changed.
Yeah, the amount of both gameplay and content changes since then. Like we went from, I think it was 3 nations at the start, with Soviets, Hungary and Germans, to now having, 20 nations represented in the game?
It's we wanted to be very exhaustive regarding the Eastern Front in 1944. So I think they are everything, quite everything.
Yeah, now that we have Bulgaria in the game, basically every major nation that was involved in Europe at the time is represented in some sort, and even some smaller nations like the Brazilians, the Greek, and the New Zealanders.
And you can't do that thing when you are not your own publisher, because the game is split between the publisher and the developer. And if the developer wants to add things, improve his game, go continue, tune the game, support the game, and so on. Then it's going to be complicated with a publisher because the publisher doesn't have, at some point, the same ambitions for the game. Is only willing to sell it, but the developer wants to make his game, wants to have his game being continue played, in the time, and it's a gaming adventure. So that's why I think when you are your own publisher, you can do it in much more free way.
Yeah, that makes sense. You can really see the difference between Steel Division Normandy 44, where we had 2 DLCs, and then that was it, and Steel Division Normandy 2, where we now have 4 years, 5 years.
The idea of the DLCs is more like nobody is forced to to buy it or to do whatever they want. It's something that is on the shelf, totally free to be interested in it or not. I think it's really something that is dedicated to the fans who like the game, who want to continue playing it, have new elements on it. You can totally play the game with, like, for example, in Steel Division 2, you can absolutely play the Steel Division version without any DLC. It works. It has all the upgrades, all the updates, and everything. And the game is really big in terms of content. You can really play for, I think, all the army general, plus the historical battles, plus the skirmish, plus the unit that are in the game. It's really big. What we would like to do with Wano is to be able to provide a huge amount of content, being able to for anyone who wants to pick up something that is in which he will be more interested in, being able to have it on the shelf. That's the idea.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Yes, it will be the Nemesis concept in 1 or 2, with the community able to vote for, like we did in Steel Division 2.
I guess
what we want to do with Wano at the beginning is really to focus on this World War III, and to do it in a very exhaustive way. So for someone that is interested in it, it will be sure at the end, when there will be those 2 DLC, Nortag and Sotag, to have quite the entire units that were involved in 1989 at that time. So it will have the idea that this is exactly, I've got everything, and then after we'll see how the game evolves and where we want to. Which theater of operation will get into the game, but it's really cool to have a community of gamers that like our concept, and being able to make it bigger, stronger, more polished, better.
Yeah, I guess Matt already has had a lot of fun going into research for potential Nemesis divisions.
I'm sure.
Yeah, in Steel Division, Strike TV sometimes shares a bit of information about all the stuff he has researched there in World War II, or all the potential Nemesises that sometimes were shelved, sometimes made it through, and oh boy, a lot of information there.
That's right. Sorry, I forgot to click on the.
No problem.
Talking and as I'm watching also the.
Ooh, this one. Let's see how the auto resolve handles this one.
I think it's gonna be hard.
They had a victory here, as we were lacking infantry, and I brought the wrong formation then. Ah, okay. Yeah, that was a mistake by me. Yeah, I really like that about the auto resolve system. Like that it's first the numbers, but then also like these little modifiers that make conceptual sense. Like lacking infantry, lacking armor. Oh boy, that was quite brutal.
And I think we lost our squadron of A10.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, and
no.
that's why it's very difficult to. And also the Soviet
Wir können neue Boden- und Luftwaffeneinheiten einsetzen.
185 helicopter battalion is extremely powerful. So, and you see all the tanks that are coming on our way.
Yeah.
So numerous.
Yeah, we get some cool Yak Bomber cluster and AT tornadoes as well, though. So those gonna be really helpful as well. Oh, and then the Belgian Mirages here. With a couple, like I think the cluster version, for example, we don't have in the multiplayer yet, because obviously a lot of the Belgian units coming later for multiplayer divisions. But yeah, this is going to be cool. If we capture the airport on this, will the reinforcements stop for the Soviets?
Yes.
So we should try to beat this here now.
Yeah. Let's destroy them. I think they don't have any tanks. So
yeah, this should be an easy auto resolve, right?
Yeah.
Because we have big advantage. Yeah. And yeah, that it is so clear that it gives you the information is quite nice. And with that.
Ausgezeichnete Nachrichten, Herr General. Wir haben den Flughafen Kassel-Calden zurückerobert. Der Feind kann dort keine Luftlandetruppen mehr aufstellen.
Also for all the German viewers who think, oh, that voice might sound familiar, that is Ranger area as a voice actor there, which is really cool that you got in contact with him to get him with his Bundeswehr experience as a voice actor for this. And now we only have one front left to contact.
I think in the south is getting good. Maybe we should, but we don't know how many troops there are on the east.
Yeah, the big issue I think is the northern flank now, where we just lost that fight. Question is, shall we retreat north there to just try to pull them away with the remaining forces at Göttingen?
You can. You can if you want.
Let's see if they maybe chase us and waste time. That Pioneer Battalion on its own can't really fight there either, so... Yeah, the question is what would be your dream feature in one or any other upcoming EUGEN title, maybe, that if you would just be able to put it into existence and like there wouldn't be any limitations, what would you love to see represented?
Like in a new game or in Wano?
In Wano, like the question was targeted towards Wano, but maybe outside of that would be fine as well.
I don't know. I have some.
Great success.
Like. Well, I think the. I would say bringing up the tools for the community, map editor, scenario editor is definitely something that I'm really excited about, because also there are it's extremely exciting to see how people will use will how by giving them the same tools as we use, we'll be able to do and to make with it. I think it's very exciting. So I would say right now we'll be giving the tools. Then I think the having the best multiplayer matchmaking stuff that make it so easier for everyone to play. But it's always something that we well, we did a lot of this in the past, especially on Steel Division 44, so Steel Division 1. But the result was not very it was not super cool. It was not used very much. So it's still maybe it's something that we didn't do right. It's difficult to make right, I mean. And so a lot of players are playing 10v10. So it attracts a lot of the community there, and so it's pretty hard.
Ooh, they attack our... No! I made the mistake. We didn't. What does the Italian leader bring here? It's a lot of cool things, but it's not really helpful with the fight. We might need the recon battalion this time around. And then... Do we have the... No, we don't have the Strike Eagles yet, but we can maybe bring the Tornadoes.
You want to do the major victory for us? That is cool.
Yeah, let's resolve this as a major victory. But is the I guess the AA is deactivated now for this turn? Or is it? I actually don't know.
I think it was a small attack.
Yeah, it was just one unit. Which is interesting that the AI decided to... But I guess it saw that the AA was open, and it also now we have used up a lot of our attention here, so next attack might be easier. They're not destroyed at full fatigue, they are disabled, and then if they're attacked once more, they are destroyed. If they're surrounded, they are automatically destroyed, yeah. Ooh, this one we will have to fight, I believe. And yeah, the AA is disabled, so we'll need a good bomb air formation as well. Is this one good? No. This one is just...
We don't have anything better to engage. Total defeat means it's going to be very difficult. We can try it in tactical, but I guess it's going to be hard.
Yeah, I think we should try this in tactical. We have this tornado formation. I think that one is the better one to choose here. Let's see. Oh no! Oh no! Ah, they got us. We weren't lucky.
Ouch! It's gonna be a hard time.
So I guess we just move around the Italians. Everyone getting 2 Panzer and 2 Pioneers. And we see what we can do here.
I think it's gonna be bad. We don't have any right, with those. Okay, let's do it. How is the tactical map?
We don't have much AA either.
And I think the tactical map is absolutely not a good one for defense. You see the zone to capture.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are not very. I think
Yeah, this is one of the more forward ones for sure.
Yeah. We have only pioneers.
And level
Without
1A1s.
AT. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
the only thing we have is armbrust, no ATGMs. I would take the right side and leave the left side to you. And I think we maybe let them try to run through the middle, and if they push through too heavily there, we try to flank them.
Okay. Okay.
Because our Leo wants against anything like a T80 frontally obviously won't work too well. But if we get side shots, it might work.
I will put my.
An dieser Koordinate absitzen. Wen sollen wir mitnehmen?
Regarding big solutions, yes,
Dort müssen
we'll
wir hin.
probably. Well, we are thinking of having a community manager to help us.
Betankt und aufmunitioniert.
And
Dort müssen wir hin.
and for the defense is
Warten auf neue Befehle, Kommandant.
we thought it was more natural to have this kind of well, the defensor is closer to the zone of commandment, but depending on the map, it can change because there are some, like there is a part of random in the war. That's why sometimes it's harder than other times. I think we also need to have anti-air units because probably there are going to be some helicopters.
Yeah, there might also be some planes, I believe. I think they sent planes this way. So, if I see it correctly, there is an air battalion as well. So yeah, if you have all our AA. The Pioneer Battalion doesn't have any AA attached to its leading battalion. So if you could give me a Gepard or so,
Yeah.
or 2 or 3 Fliegerfaust over here, that would be nice.
Yeah. Where do you want me to send
I
them?
think back here would be fine. Thanks for the raid, human. That's really good too. And welcome to all the new viewers joining me and Alexis, aka Grandstrateger, talking a bit about Warno development and playing a bit of Army General Co-op. Also, I don't know why this is so loud. It got louder, I believe. It's supposed to be loud because it's a raid. Exactly. But I think I already I might have gotten a bit louder again. I for sure put it down to 20%. The original sound of the Stuker siren is insanely loud. But yeah. Yeah, we have the Gepards here. We have the Fliegerfaust. Okay. Yeah, a couple of Jägers with Panzerfaust. If you need some more infantry with AT on your side, you only you have a couple of Armbrust there as well, right? I could provide a couple of Jägers, but they also only have the Panzerfaust 44. Oh, Big D. I thought long about what sound to use for raid, and then I
So
thought,
we'll try your best, but I think it's gonna be.
yeah, it's gonna be really tough here. I'm ready.
Yeah. Anytime you want.
Well, I'm not really ready for this, but I will try my best here.
No one is. I forgot to.
I also really like that you didn't go with the standard point system, but that you have that, like, and that units are not balanced in this game mode at all. So that, like, a PADB really is
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
way better than a Leo, or strong infantry is way better than weak infantry because they cost the same, but they perform so differently. It's such a cool change from how you play in the normal multiplayer.
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
Nice that you like it. I'm very happy.
Warten auf neue Befehle, Kommandant. Fahrer,
Oh
dort
no.
müssen wir hin.
Ah, they're already here.
Sprung auf, Marsch, Marsch.
Alright, they have.
Warten auf neue
I think they have
Befehle,
VDB against us as well, right? Yeah. Oh no.
I will try
Dran,
to shoot
drauf, drüber.
the M.
Auftretenden Feind selbstständig bekämpfen.
Watch out, the VDB infantry might be in your town as well.
Infanterie bereit. Sunny!
I've got so few units,
Wir geben auf!
and they get smashed.
Verstanden! Aufspüren und vernichten!
Let's take
Auf
the
Empfang.
city.
Zur Marschinformation aufgehen. Marsch! Aber achten Sie auf unsere Flanke. Ah,
Oh no, the P80 ball has arrived.
Befehlsstelle bereit. Fahrer, langsam vorwärts marsch. Ladung gefällt. KI laden. Ich höre, Herr Hauptmann.
I think I had some Jaguar.
Zu Befehl, Kommandant. Feind gesichtet. Gefechtsbereitschaft herstellen. Volltreffer! Ziel zerstört! Melde Zug zur Stelle. Scheiße, Vater! Ladung gefällt. KI laden.
Oh, they also 3-star veterans here.
Infanterie bereit.
Oh,
Feind im Vorfeld. Bereit machen.
Oh no, there comes the LGB bomber.
Gute Arbeit, Wingschütze.
Okay, I got some P80Bs destroyed here at least. That trade is actually decent, though it is for sure just a trade.
Feind im Vorfeld. Bereit machen.
I should have sent all my my ammunition stuff.
Yeah, the improvement in visual effects, as always, is
It's too difficult. I think I've been nothing to fight against.
Ooh, good kill there.
Wir haben Feindkontakt. Sunny! Einmarsch, zack, zack.
Time to send the pioneer.
Yeah, I'm trying to recover here with a couple more Leo. I think I
don't have-
traded 1-for-1 nearly with tanks, so in general it was a good trade, but... And
I don't
obviously
have
for the
more-
campaign map that's good, but for this battle here it might be not enough.
Where are my missiles? Oh, okay.
Wir dort,
I don't have
Feind
any more
dort. Feind im Vorfeld.
ammunition,
Bereit machen.
anti-tank ammunition. No, I think this is the end. Let's try to destroy some.
Oh, there's the division here as well.
bereit machen. Melde Zug zur Stelle. Letzte Rakete ist raus. Ah, es hat mich erwischt. Verdammt, es hat mich erwischt. Marsch, aber achten Sie auf unsere Flanken. Im Laufschritt. Marsch, Marsch. Bravo 1 hier, Bravo. Feind gesichtet. Oder, Kommandant? Letzte Rakete ist raus.
8 minutes. We're gonna be destroyed. Whatever.
Ladeschütze und munitionieren in
Well,
Bereitschaft.
might get some more TADBs killed here. Yes. Can I do? Yes. Okay, I'm able to at least deal a bit more damage here. But it's really only trying to put some damage onto the enemy, not winning this fight.
Alpha an alle. Funküberprüfung, kommen.
We do it for the honor.
Feuer! Danach entfernen.
Maybe
Aber achten Sie auf unsere
I
Flanken.
try to
Volltreffer! Ziel zerstört! Waffen klar zum Gefecht!
capture the
Jawohl!
zone.
Wir wurden getroffen! E-Mail ist ausgefallen! Panzer einsatzbereit! Gute Arbeit, Wegschütze! Oder, Kommandant?
Do you have any
Ladeschütze!
commanding
Munitionieren
unit?
in
Yes.
Bereitschaftsbunker. Radiocheck!
You
Hören
should,
Sie klar und
because
deutlich. Wird ausgeführt. Ende.
I will try to get it.
I think you have two your supply unit
Feind
might
gesichtet!
be
Gefechtsbereitschaft herstellen!
destroyed by enemy.
Yeah, I tried to get them through.
Los! Sie
Oh.
warten schon auf uns. Wir wurden getroffen!
Really brave Unimog driver there.
Braucht jemand Munition?
Oh, come on, stop. Yes.
Feind im Vorfeld, bereit
Okay,
machen.
we got
Wird
resupplied.
ausgeführt. Ende.
Yeah, they are full from burst. I think I've
Wo
got some.
brauchen wir uns, Kamerad?
Allez, shoot. Missed.
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
It's the preview build, Hecklerpornix. There will be a couple of changes to this in the full live build, but the general part of it is what will be in the live build. Though there are a couple of improvements over this build here. Still. Like, for example, the artillery changes and so on are not in this build that we are currently playing.
Alpha an alle. Funküberprüfung, kommen.
Artillery and helicopter veteran C are not in this build, I believe. And then there are. Yeah.
Well, my commanding unit had been destroyed, maybe. No. Coming up.
Oh, they have... No. They have A50s as well. Oh, it's all the strong units against us. Oh no. Yeah. That Pioneer Battalion didn't have its best of days. Yes, a unit can get veterancy in a battle. And that actually will be get easier with the next build as well. By 20%. It's a system taken from Wargame Red Dragon, I believe. Where units also could level up with kills.
Bravo. Feind gesichtet. Oder, Kommandant?
But at the moment, units that level up in battles don't stay that level in the campaign mission, do they?
No,
Letzte Rakete ist raus.
unfortunately.
Achtung, Feindmeldung.
I'm sending you some.
And the helicopter, but yeah, watch out. Like, that Gepard could be really important here. Oh no, there's even more. But there's ground AT as well.
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
Good job there. Yeah, unfortunately, also don't have much recon left anymore, so I don't see much. Oh no. Yeah, we
Wir haben Feindkontakt.
inflicted a decent amount of casualties to them.
Munitionieren in Bereitschaft.
Exact.
I don't think you can hope for much more against a formation that has both heavy tanks, the best planes, and the best attack helicopters.
Bravo 1, hier Bravo.
I like that the AI is evacuating that helicopter and trying to repair it.
Zu Ihrer Verfügung, Kommandant.
Even though it's painful for us that we don't get the kill on that Akula.
Was sind Ihre Befehle? Verstanden. Aufspüren und vernichten. Bravo 1, hier Bravo.
I'm holding my
Feind
position.
gesichtet.
Okay, so yeah, my
It is for sure improved over Steel Division
Ladeschütze.
AI. It's still AI,
Bereitschaftsbunker. Oder, Kommandant?
but
Wir haben
and it still has room
Feindkontakt.
for improvement
Wo brauchen Sie
to a
uns,
good
Kommandant?
extent. Like there's a lot of room for improvement.
Gute Arbeit, Lichtschütze. Volltreffer. Ziel zerstört. Wir sind bereit, die Kampfweise zu wechseln. Ja, noch ein Treffer. Das ist aus. Alpha an alle. Punktüberprüfung. Kommen. Ja, zum Gefecht. KI
Oh
nach.
no. I at least killed another T-80 over here, but my Leo 1A1s are struggling
Hören Sie klar und
heavily.
deutlich.
do you still have some spare?
Some Leos?
Yeah.
A couple, yeah.
Wir wurden getroffen.
Could send them
Eva
over.
ist ausgefallen.
A second.
Alpha an alle. Punktüberprüfung. Kommen.
One missile left.
Feind gesichtet. Gefechtsbereitschaft herstellen.
No. No, it's over.
The big graveyard of tanks here. On this road. Ah, we got the views of that first.
Bravo
Okay.
1, hier
I
Bravo.
was wondering where I
Feind
killed there.
gesichtet. Wo brauchen Sie unsere
And maybe
Feuerkraft?
one more T-80.
Fünfte Kompanie bereit. Feind gesichtet. Gefechtsbereitschaft herstellen.
It's still AI, but you can play 2v2 multiplayer now as well, which is
Überprüft
just
Waffen und
a lot
Munition.
cooler than 1v1 multiplayer. Not as sweaty. As the battles are also not as insanely big as they can be in Steel Division 2.
An alle Einheiten. Feind gesichtet.
Maybe you could use the Gepard to get the Akula over on your side. The one that the Gepard that you still have on my side. Or maybe we need it against the Akula that pushes on my side actually. Okay.
Yeah.
Dran, drauf, drüber.
I will try to get some resupplies to your AA. Ah, you already have some on your way. Okay, we got the Akula over here. Nice, beautiful.
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit. Achtung.
I need some
Feindmeldung.
ammo, and if I'm lucky, they will get to the.
Oh, they're firing the artillery onto your Fliegerfaust on my side now.
Wo wir sind, wird gestorben. Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet. Gebt mir Morphium! Gebt mir Morphium!
Let's make a push.
Wir brauchen Artillerieunterstützung, verdammt! Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind
Hard.
gesichtet.
These high-end helicopters, so hard to
Geben Sie
kill.
uns einfach einen Befehl.
No, I can't.
Oh no. That is not a good sound.
Feind gesichtet. Gefechtsbereitschaft herstellen. Wo brauchen Sie unsere Feuerkraft?
Send some reinforcements for my anti-air unit.
Scheiße, war das.
There's too many
Rückwärts Marsch und zum Feind.
The Akulas has my layers as well.
Einsatzbereit.
maybe some target on the time to set some tanks.
Panzer einsatzbereit.
Oh no. Yeah, we're
Wir
down.
haben Feindkontakt. Wohl, Hauptmann. Erfassen das Ziel, Kommandant.
Oh no.
I think it's the end for me.
Ladeschütze.
Yeah, I'm nearly out of stuff as well over here. Oh, and they killed the Fliegerfaust on the right side. Yeah, I have next to nothing left here either. What I got is CQC infantry that I can try to send to you,
Kampfbereit.
because I can't really use them
Feind
on
im
my
Vorfeld.
side.
Bereit machen.
Try to make some decent kills.
Oh, that Akula would be big. One Fliegerfaust. Yes!
50%.
Bravo 1, hier Bravo. Feind gesichtet.
And I don't think I can manage to counterattack.
Breitkeit. Angriff.
Yeah, no.
Wir sind Flugabwehr, verdammt. Wo ist unsere Sicherung? Bravo 1, hier
I will
Bravo.
try to
Feind
finish off
gesichtet.
at least one or two more motor strikers on this side with my Leo.
Feuer frei.
Oh no, I have 80 gems.
Langsam Rückwärtsmarsch.
Ah. That didn't work out.
Bruder, Kommandant.
Fertig machen zum Sprung, wir greifen gleich an.
Ouch.
Feind gesichtet, Gefechtsbereitschaft herstellen.
Der Kommandant begrüßt Sie an Bord.
Retaliation.
Ah, es hat mich erwischt, verdammt, es hat mich erwischt.
Hauptmann. Abgesessene Kampfweise.
Damage the hero.
Wir schaffen es nicht.
Beautiful.
There are too many
Bravo 1, hier Bravo.
there are too many
Geben Sie uns
anti-tank
einfach einen Befehl.
80 teams.
Yeah.
Keine
The
Munition
tank will be
mehr.
destroyed immediately. And we only have 4 points left. Okay, let's do it whatever.
Kommando. Bravo 1, hier Bravo.
We only have 13 seconds.
Oh, I got one more T80 killed.
Löwe hört.
Maybe when Akula.
Oh, everything needs to hit for that. Nah. That didn't work out.
It was impossible. We've been so
But we
much.
inflicted decent amounts of casualties. You were way better than I were. But
Well done.
we did hold the line. Yeah, my Leos at the beginning killed off a good amount of T80s, like, but then there was too many helicopters.
Nine T80s.
Yeah, I
And,
got another 7.
Four Akulas.
Yeah, I didn't have anything there, but I got some anti-air destroyed at least. Some ZSUs and some Priusas, so our helicopters and airplanes might have it easier. If we ever get them in there.
Well, we did the best we could, but it's a total defeat.
Yeah.
I think it was impossible to. Now it's gonna be. Now it's gonna be hard. We still have some great Panzer battalion.
Okay, this would be my... Yeah, let's auto-resolve here. Let's try to get one big battle. Hey, yes, defenders were lucky, saving us there.
Yeah.
I like the mount there as well, like that the lucky can make a difference, but it's not so that it is something that you can't, like, that you can't calculate with. The 0.2 is, I think, a good amount there.
It's just a small element.
But adding the variety and that and randomness that war brings with itself. Oh no! There the real enemies arrive.
Herr General, weitere Einheiten stehen zur Verfügung.
Hey, we get VKK units. What is in this? Oh, this is the 203mm, the M110s. Right. Kind of want to have a big tank battle.
Now it's it's really, how do you say, it's really packed in terms of battalions.
Yeah, it's high concentration down there.
And we've got the Panzer Battalion 61 that is full of 2A3 Leopard. That's really good. We've got Battalion 64.
Which is even more leopards, but
yeah.
No infantry.
And 63.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we could maybe try to counterattack in the north against that formation that we just fought against, because they're exhausted and they don't get any support anymore.
yeah.
Like if we attack here and bring in...
The problem is, yeah, maybe, but maybe a good thing.
It's still a draw. Okay, I guess we need to bring one of our... Okay, and now
Yeah,
it's
at some point we should do a Warhammer game.
Yeah.
I think so many people have asked it, and there are so many fans at EUGEN of Warhammer.
Yeah, I guess the big question is Napoleon or Warhammer. Which one would win at EUGEN?
Very hard to answer this one.
yeah, a Warhammer EUGEN game would be cool. A Napoleon EUGEN game would be cool as well.
So many games to make.
Yeah. Like in general, it's a bit of a shame that the guys at Creative Assembly have left the historical crowd a bit in the dust lately.
Well, they did Pharaoh.
Yeah, they did Pharaoh, which was good, but obviously not what people wanted, which is the issue for Creative Assembly. Like that, it was actually a pretty good game, but not a game that people hoped for. Which I guess is always the issue when you go into time periods that are cool and underrepresented, but the question is, will people actually play it? And I guess with Bronze Age, it's actually no. Like, they couldn't really make it interesting gameplay-wise, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, we had that counterattack. Now we need to hold the rest, I guess. Go under the A8 umbrella. Ah, yeah, Fritzlar brings points as well. Yeah, the wind conditions on this map are pretty nice as well. The Territorial Kommando Süd is a West German division. It's the rear area of the Bundeswehr, or like the reservist formation that was there to protect any rear area against VDVs or stuff like that. And yeah, let's... Shall we end it here, or shall we try to counterattack somewhere else? We end the turn here.
Where do you want to attack?
If like maybe with Panzer Battalion 63, but I guess then we can't really use it on the defense, so I think it is okay. If we or maybe the helicopter formation in the north we could attack. I guess they like with Panzer Battalion 61.
Good idea.
So do we have actually, what is the AA in that? Yeah, it's Gepards, and then if we bring the Panzer Grenadiers, we get more Gepards, so that would be enough to protect the guys from... And I guess we out-resolve this one, and then we fight one last battle when the Soviets attack our main formation in the middle. For the end of the stream. Let's say
Yes.
one big tank battle of TADBs versus Leo 2A3s. So yeah, guys, if you still have questions, feel free to fire them out now. The stream, we will fight one more battle, and then we end the stream. Well, that's not the big battle. That is another auto-resolve here. Let's see. We use the Jaegers and the VKK. We get a draw. Or not.
Are they going to attack?
Yeah, currently there is unfortunately the NATO and like West and East German pawns changed, like the East German flags under the NATO units and the other way around. But
Yes.
I guess that will change soon as well.
Yes, it has been corrected. There is an version.
Yeah.
Indeed. I didn't notice it on the version.
Oh yeah, Dark Moon asked if there will be nukes in future Army Generals campaigns, as there have been the videos of the testing, the nuke testing in Wano. Surprise, okay. Yeah, we can't tell you everything, Dark Moon, Manu. But maybe the French arsenal at the Rhine will be emptied. We will see. I guess it depends how deep the Soviets will get.
Yeah. With the Pluton and
if the French can get the double victory by nuking both the Germans and the Soviets at the same time.
Exact. Sorry, I was checking the auto-resolve.
I'm hoping they're attacking us here in the middle so that we have one last big battle. Okay, yeah, that would be that big battle.
With everything we've got.
Yeah, we need the tactical air battalion. This one is the one with the white weasels, yeah.
Oh, maybe, sorry, but I won't be able to do this battle because I think I was thinking you were thinking about an auto resolve. I would love to do it, but I have an unexpected thing to do in less than 10 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
The problem is I don't think we can handle this battle for in 10 minutes. It's gonna take.
Yeah, no, we can't.
I'm so sorry about this.
All fine. So let's.
But with the release approaching, there are so many small things that are bumping into my agenda all the time.
Yeah, understandable. That there's more coming up, and you have other appointments that come up quickly. Yeah, that sounds just fine. Do you have any last words for the community? Any questions from your side to the community that you might want to ask the chat, or any words that you have to the guys?
I hope, and this is my question, I hope that they are excited about the end of the early access and for the future of Warno. So yes, that's all. That's my question and very big interrogation for the future.
Yeah, it was really great to have you here for today. I think everybody in the chat enjoyed it as well. Getting some insight into the development of the game. We already had fun with a lot of other members of EUGEN in the past when they joined me for some Friday Night Wonder, but obviously having you in was another extra honor, and I gladly will have you again if you
thank you very
want
much
to join in the future. And yep, best of luck with the meetings up to come, and best of luck with the launch, and we're all looking forward to it.
Okay, well, thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you for your encouragement for the lunch and the rest. And I hope to see you very soon.
Yeah, thanks. And yeah, best of luck with the things to come today. And have a nice day, a nice evening.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.